Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the craft store. Welcome back to Oundle, Laura.
I know, it's so strange.
Laura's like, it's so weird being
so
here.
Strange.
What's weird about it? I mean, it is weird. I know what you mean.
It's just strange because, it's like, I don't know.
Is
It's like going back to your old school. Do you know if you've left school?
Yeah, and everything's so much smaller, isn't it?
And it's like, oh, it's the same, but it's completely different.
Went to parents' evening the other day, and I was literally sat on a chair like this, speaking to the teacher.
Nobody can see you, Dan.
No, that's the point. Like, everything's really, really tiny, isn't it? Anyway, all things Carnation Crafts. This hour we're shopping directly with carnationcrafts.co.uk. And I put in the description here, this is a showcase of the best Carnation Craft has done. Brilliant, unique prices for the craft store. Thank you, team, as well. So how do you describe there's a lot coming up?
Yeah, there is. And I think they've picked out kind of the best of what Carnation do. And I think it's such a nice way to show if, you haven't seen Carnation before, or maybe you haven't seen us for a while. It's such a nice, almost like a catch up on everything that you might have missed.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just been like the top picks. And it's a really nice variety as well on here.
There's some really latest releases. There are some from back in the day as well. There's all sorts of big collections on the show. Some have matching papers, some don't. But there's all sorts of very different concepts if you want to go for the clean and simple type of things.
Yes.
You've got those on the show as well. We've got lots of demonstrations coming up. We're starting in front of us here, by the way. This is your petals and threads. I will tell you straight away, by the way. Of course, you can watch on Facebook. Of course, you can watch on YouTube. Just search Craft Store TV. I also know that Carnation Crafts have their YouTube channel, which there's loads of education there, isn't there?
Yeah, so you can go over watch Carnation Crafts TV. I'll be on there tomorrow. So you can,
yes,
yeah, you can see our new launch tomorrow if you haven't seen that.
See what's going on
there.
Yeah,
you can go over. So any of these collections, you can go on there and watch the previous shows as well. Like this collection was actually our launch last month, and I will say this collection sold out.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the third day it completely went. So I was surprised that this was actually on here. This is absolutely stunning collection.
Well, you can see why, can't you? I know we're gonna look a lot more at the boards and a lot more at the dies of what you're getting home. It's gonna be a little flavour of the sort of things you can be creating. And you know what? I remember when Carnation Crafts first started, when we were over in Peterborough, and just seeing the designs that Nick and the team have originally designed for you just makes this already a standout brand.
Yeah, Nick will hand draw everything, and the way that I'd best describe it is it's not artwork that's been bought in and it is trying to be designed for card makers or for crafters. Nick hand draws everything for cards, for us to be crafting with. So everything has been designed specifically for us crafters. And then Nick's team will design all the dies, change things, and obviously design the artwork for us as well. So we don't even have to worry about colouring in or absolutely anything like that. Everything is done for you. They kind of hold your hand all the way. You cannot go wrong with Carnation. You cannot make a bad card. And especially with this collection, like that big die that you see in there, that's your card shape die to start off with. So you can see there, you've got that massive doily that you've seen some of the samples that you've got there for your card shape. All of those gorgeous florals. You've got sentiments in here. You've got the apertures in here. You've got the proud leaves, which cut in and cut out, which is amazing.
I've never seen that before.
No, when this launched, I was like, I've never seen this before at all.
That's very cool.
So it'll cut in, but it will still stay in your cardstock, so you can see how they can cut out. And that, on top of it, where you have got You Are Wonderful, that's the aperture as well.
Right.
So you've got the apertures there, you've got the pail, you've got the teapot there, you can see in the vase, so you can pop the flowers in there, and you've got your sentiments. This, to me, is just such a complete collection. And then you've also got the perfect papers as well to go with this, which obviously coordinate perfectly.
Absolutely. This on its own, and here's why we love, of course, all things Carnation Crafts, should be basically £138. This show right now, £112. So you've already got basically nearly £25 off anyway, purely by shopping on the craft store. Obviously, you go to carnationcrafts.co.uk, but a lot of the collections do have coordinating papers as well, as you were starting to say.
Yes, so the colours in this have been pulled out from the vignette. So you'll see the colourways you can see on the packaging, they've been pulled out from there. So you're going to get that perfect coordination with the colours straight away. And I will say as well, we've got that these show prices are just for 24 hours.
Very, very good point.
So just for the next 24 hours, they're on a special show price for you guys.
Even the papers, $14.99 down to $13.49, so another 10% off.
Yes.
Just for this 24-hour period. So if you want to save that extra £25 on petals and threads, you can do by going on carnationcrafts.co.uk and shopping the lot and go for it. We're going to demonstrate this live in just a tick, but there's also more to show you from petals and threads. There we go. We then move on to wondrous wildlife.
Yeah, and I just want to jump straight in. Can we just show the samples?
Yeah.
Because the samples for this just
wow.
show you how everything in this will work together. It is absolutely stunning. So you've got the proud hare, you've got the curious fox, and you've got the graceful heron. And look at them. When you bring in the florals, they are just absolutely glorious. You can use the florals on their own. So like that one there to make the card base, because you've got matte layers in here, you can use the matte layers behind the florals to do card bases with them. But look how they look when you build them up. You've got curved florals in here. You've got those corner ones.
Look at that.
So you can use them as frames if you want to. You could make wreaths with these. You can use them in the corners and make a whole frame. But how stunning is that?
I can make and sell these, right?
Make and sell as much as you want. Obviously, the only thing I will say to you if you're watching at home and you're going over to Carnation is get pro print paper. I can't stress that enough.
Okay.
Pro print paper, because that's what all of these have been printed on, and you're going to get that really vibrant print when you're printing with these, and that's how you're going to get those effects.
What a design team. That one says from Sue. That when I went up and met Mark and Nick, I've met them both on the circuit here and there over the years. Yeah. But as you spend time up at Carnation Crafts, it's a really chill environment, but everyone knows exactly what they're doing. It's a really focused, and there's Malwan there as well, which there's a reason to go back. But nevertheless, it's a cracking team. And as you say, Nick, the head designer, hand drawing all of these, which he has done from day one of Carnation Crafts several years ago, going from strength to strength. That is Wondrous Wildlife. Again, should be nearly £84. That's saving, and then an extra saving for Craft Store, £71.99. £71.99. You shopping via carnationcrafts.co.uk. And of course, I know you're watching us on YouTube as well, Craft Store TV, but do check out Carnation Crafts on YouTube as well. This is what that resource is for, right? Yeah, and you know, if you are looking at this and you're thinking, you know, I really like that, but I want to see some more samples, go on there and you'll see videos, previous videos and previous shows from that collection as well. So you'll get even more inspiration that way too. There's an awful lot still to come if you're an animal lover. So much. And pets and dogs and cats, that's all sorts of things coming up. But here we go. Eternal Grace now, which is really heavy on the floral side of things, which is very, very pretty. Yes, it is. And again, there's so much in here. You've got your card base and you've got your florals as well. So you can see there's your card base. Ooh, yep. You've got your florals there to decorate. You've got these feathers. This, to me, it's going to be perfect for your sympathy cards. But also, when you look at these could be they're florals. They can be absolutely any occasion at all. But you can see how perfect they are for those hard cards to make. Is this vellum or parchment? That will be vellum. Very pretty use of vellum and actually showing how strong it can be, right? Yeah, and bring in other elements that you've got at home already, but they just work after. I mean, look at that. That's so pretty. It's just perfect when you're not sure what to say, but obviously you want to say sorry and pass on your best wishes. Yeah, and I think sometimes you want to add colour in, but, you know, sometimes florals, they can be quite bright and colourful, and, you know, you want to add flowers in, but you don't want it to be too bright. You know, this is just that perfect line for those hard cards to make. But equally though, like that card shape you can see there, I know I'd use that again with other collections that I've already got, and I'd take it away from this. So it's not going to be just for those hard to make cards, but it is a complete perfect collection. Again, we do have the perfect papers for this one as well, which coordinate in perfectly. You can see how the colours have been pulled out there from the vignette. And I will just mention as well, because I don't think I've said, the vignettes are free to download. Okay. So when you go over to Carnation Crafts website and you obviously purchase whatever you're purchasing, add in the download of the vignette. There'll be one there that's free, which is the colourway that you'll see the samples that we're showing you. Some of them will have free backing paper, some of them will have free inserts. There'll also be different coloured vignettes there as well that you can purchase when you're getting them if you want. So the paper's $14.99. I know it's down to $13.49 for the next 24 hours. The Eternal Grace, one of the biggest monetary savings for the craft store, £50 off. £50 off down to £112.49 to get that big. So if you haven't seen this collection ever before, that's why you order in the next 24 hours, right? You can do it right now on carnationcrafts.co.uk. Now, we've got a lot more to show you, and you can find it all on carnationcrafts.co.uk, but we're going to get on with demonstrations of all things petals and threads.
Yes.
But to go there, we're going to give it a go. We didn't have any product last hour. No. Nevertheless, here's some inspiration of what you can be creating with petals and threads, and that is going to be our first demonstration. Hello. Jackie put it beautifully. I'm addicted to Carnation Crafts. Placed my order yesterday.
Oh.
Jackie, I hope you got a little discount, because I know these discounts kicked in from 11 a.m, but...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, Jackie.
Have a check.
You clearly know what's going on. Dina says hello. Sandra says hello. Susan says good morning, everybody, including the Carnation Army out there watching. Love Carnation Crafts products. Wouldn't use anything else. Michael's asking... Can we buy the dies on their own? Yes,
well, I'm going to say yes if they're in stock. So have a look on the website.
So it is a thing, they do get broken down.
Yeah, they will be there singly, but obviously it just depends on stock. So have a look at what one you're after.
And this is fortunate, whereas that's where you go on carnationcrafts.co.uk, Michael. You're going direct, so you can have a proper look around. Should we look at the boards of all things petals and threads?
Yeah, so we're going to show you exactly what you get in the petals and threads collection. So you can see, to start off with, we've got...
Broke it. Did Wheeler break the overhead?
She's broken it. She moved it, didn't she?
She did.
No, it was you.
It was me. Don't tell anyone. Okay, we'll have a look. We'll have a look at camera 2.
Are we staying here?
Yeah.
Right. So we've got the card shape die to start off with. So you've got that amazing doily shape that you can use as your card shapes. Now you can see this is the vignette. So you even get the vignette for the card shape, which is absolutely amazing. You've got shadows in the lace that gives you that real 3D effect.
So we should hold the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chuck it my way.
Chuck it you. I'm just going to turn these around now because I'm upside down. Right, and then I'm still in the card shape. This is where you get all of these florals. Now you can see you've got your hydrangeas, your roses, you've got your eucalyptus leaves in there. You've got foliage, you've got stems in there, you can build these up. You've got decoupage parts as well to decoupage up the florals. But that, to me, is just one that you were going to use over and over and over again. It's going to be one of those staples.
Hold the fort, Laura.
Okay, that you're going to keep.
Yeah.
Then we go on to our impromptu vase. So you've got your teapot there. I absolutely adore that they've added in the pot. The top for that, so you can have that on and off. You've got the pail, and then you've got your vase. Now, the vase has got the little cork, so you could use it as a bottle. And this bit, so when I first launched this collection, I was using that as like scented sticks.
Yeah, like cinnamon or something, or like a diffuser.
Yeah, but this is actually the handle that goes in the pail. So if you look at the pail, it's got 2 holes in the handle, and that will fit through the 2 holes like a little handle.
Oh,
so, but there's always...
Can I see that just there?
Yeah, there you go.
You could just see it at the top of that pail.
Can you see it?
Just in there.
There you go.
Oh, I'm with you. Oh, the detailing.
See, so you could use it as scented sticks.
I imagine,
so you could use it like that.
By the way,
I
feel like Nick is the kind of guy who'd go for a quarter zip.
I'm not commenting on that. I'm just...
No?
No, I'm out of it. I'm out of that.
I think he would. And that's why I'm wearing this, exactly this. Now, we fixed it. Do you want to go overhead?
Oh, okay. Let's give it a go then.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Right. So now we've got our proud leaves. So these kind of give you that aperture look, where these will cut into the cardstock, but they stay in. And you've got 2 different types of leaves there, which I've never seen anything like this before. So for me, this is a really usable one that you're going to mix in again with other collections. Then we've got the elongated apertures, which again, it's an aperture. You can use that for Christmas cards, Halloween cards.
I'm with you.
You're going to use absolutely everything with this. It'll cut in, but you've also got mats and layers there as well, so you could have it matted and layered up as well. But let's, and our sentiments.
Oh, yeah.
We've also got our sentiments there as well. So you've got sent with love, sent with happiness, and you are wonderful, with the mats there as well. So you can have them cut out like that if you want them on, you know, a pad of cardstock where there's not much going on.
That there on the edge, the happiness at the bottom there.
So pretty. But then you've got the mats there as well. So if you're layering them kind of in front of the flowers, you need that mat there so that the sentiment doesn't get lost.
Right, shall I move these things out of the way?
Right, let's
And we'll get ready for demonstration, shall we?
Yes.
Where did I put one there, and then then it all went.
Okay.
Just scattered everywhere, didn't it? Thank you everyone for watching. Of course, you're watching on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, maybe you're streaming it to your big TV, for example. The Craft Store TV. There are 2 Craft Store YouTube channels that trying to combine together.
Can you do that then? Can you just...
No, you can't. Okay. We're trying to. We're like pushing them together. And Facebook we're cool with it, but YouTube aren't. We'll get there.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
no. Anyway, Craft Store TV is where you can watch on YouTube too.
Right, let's demo.
Let's do it.
Right, so like I've said, on your website, on the Carnation website, you are going to go on there and you are going to print out your vignettes, okay? So you've got vignettes. I know for this one you've got backing papers as well. So this is just a little selection of the backing papers that you will get on there. Again, free to download, and your vignettes, okay? And the lovely thing with these is you'll have some that will print like this, and you'll have some with a black line in them.
Yes.
So these ones you're going to cut out just like you do with your die cutting. They're going to be white on the back. This one, you're going to score this on that black line, fold it in half, so it's like this. So then you've got the artwork on both sides. So now when I cut this out, you're going to have the artwork on both sides.
And I feel like I saw that a bit in the Eternal Grace side of things. So flowers, maybe standing proud. That's just not a unique element purely to petals and threads.
No, that's for everyone. Yep. So you're going to be able to do that with every collection. So then you're going to grab your die, you're going to pop your die on and just have that frame. So you can see the artwork is roughly the same going all the way around. Pop some tape on, and then you're going to run that through your die cutting machine.
And again, we can use all of these because I saw people asking. We can all use them to make and sell if I want to.
Make and sell, yeah, which is amazing because you're never going to run out of these either. Because obviously you're going to print off as many as you want when you need them, so you're never going to run out either. So then you pop these out, and let's pop that big one out so you can see. You'll have.
Is that embossed?
No. That's just the detail in the artwork and the detail in the die. Because you've still got all those cut lines in there. That is just how good the die and the artwork work together.
Love it.
Isn't it absolutely
So you can spend a day...
stunning. What I do is I'll just spend like a couple of hours cutting everything out.
Yeah.
And then the next day is when... Because I like to have everything like cut in front of me so I can see where everything is.
That's a very good point, Andy. Like cooking, chop all the veg up, all the prep's done, it's all out in front of you.
Yeah, so you can just have like,
a bit of onion this and
just have like all your flowers there ready to go, and then it's so much easier to just grab something you've already die cut out and think, oh, shall I put that there? Shall I put that there? And you can just play around with it, and that's the fun bit.
So I know you guys do lots of education on Carnation Crafts YouTube, and also, of course, via your own lives in your studio too. Mm-hmm. Is there some rules that we should follow about rules of 3 or putting colours together, or what's pleasing, what's not? Or you just sort of do what you want, and then
honestly, I would say do what you want, especially with Carnation. Like we bring you the perfect papers.
Yeah.
Point. if you buy this collection, you get the perfect papers to go with it. You can't really go wrong. The colourways are there for you. The colourways have been pulled out. I tend to do odd numbers, so like 3s when I'm doing flowers. I say that, but I'll also just put things in until I think it looks right. So again, I wouldn't really say there's a rule either.
Sorry to jump in, but then looking at that card there.
Yep.
There's
no rule.
No
rule.
The 2 roses, which is what made me think when you laid those down top on top. That's what made me think of this card.
Ah, right, okay.
Just 2, but it still looks so natural, doesn't it? And I like how it just peeks over the top. Breaking
Stunning,
boundaries,
isn't it?
Laura.
Breaking them down. Right,
Whoa.
that's going to go on there. Right, again, background papers. So you've got the background papers there as well.
Delightful. There's a
we're
lot
gonna
of
pop that
collections on
down.
this show. We've shown you 3 so far. We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 odd to show you as well. You can find them all on carnationcrafts.co.uk after all. But it is, what a showcase of the best, as you mentioned, things that have sold out.
Yes,
now
this
back in
did.
stock
This sold
for
out.
the craft store. This one, the petals and the threads, the papers you can get hold of individually if you want to, should be £139. £112.49 for 24 hours only. So that's amazing extra savings for the craft store. We thank Mark, we thank Nick, and everyone else at Carnation Crafts for that.
Right, so I'm just popping my sentiment there. And then these are from the apertures, okay? And we're going to pop this on the side there. But before I pop that down, I'm going to pop the flowers underneath so they look as if they're coming out from the aperture, okay? So I'm going to turn this round for a minute and I'm going to grab some glue.
It could be really, like, you are wonderful. This is perfectly in time for Mother's Day, right? Mother's Day.
Mother's Day's coming up.
Right at the end of March. Coming up, Valentine's Day is...
Is it?
Right, Valentine's Day is Friday. Or are you talking about Mother's
This
Day?
Friday or next Friday?
This Friday is Valentine's Day.
Really?
This Friday.
Wow.
Are you not prepared, Laura?
I mean, yeah, of course I am.
I remember you telling me
Oh.
when it comes to Valentine's that it's just a bit of a scattergun approach, right? So you make like 10 cards, aim it at all the boys, or whoever you wish, and if one sticks, and that's what you said, right? Is that successful so far? Like,
yeah.
never know.
Yeah, and I just see the postman coming up with his massive bag and he just drops it by the front door. It's like, boom.
Must be Valentine's,
Yeah.
Miss Williams. You're like, go on then.
Right, anyway, let's pop these on.
Is there, have you ever got like more than one card on a Valentine's Day?
When I was younger.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like in year 7, I remember one year I got 14 Valentine's cards. And I felt so pleased with myself. I didn't send one.
Oh, pity.
14, all from Jean, all from my mum.
Oh.
And then over the years, as in school years, progressively until year 11, 0. Cute kid, not so much.
Okay.
None.
Right.
Not
Anyway.
not one from you, weirdly. Yeah, doesn't care, does she? Doesn't care. She's like, still not getting one from me. Don't worry about it.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna decoupage my flowers while you're telling
everybody. I finished my story.
That you're. I think you're just saying it down to get all the viewers to.
Obviously.
To send you out.
Yes.
Like, oh, they're all sat at home now thinking, oh, poor Dan. Let's send him a card.
To Dan, on the envelope, the craft store, Oundle. I'm sure it will find its way.
You hope.
Well, maybe give that address to the courier.
On the other hand, though, you've put that out there now. So if it doesn't, you've put that out there and you're still not getting the card.
We'll get a card. Pay time for Friday.
Wow.
It is a tactical risk.
Okay.
Nevertheless, we continue on.
Right, anyway, so I've decoupaged up my hydrangea. Look. So you can see even all of your florals, you can still add your decoupage into them as well.
Yep.
So we're going to pop this on there as well. And what I love about the way Carnation do things is if I was picking up flowers and I thought pink, white, and it's almost like a creamy orange, I would never put them together. Mm-hmm. I'd never put pink and orange together.
Okay.
But they work.
But then you see them and the
artwork.
artwork.
You see it, yeah, and it just works so well.
You haven't got to use the coloured artwork, right? If I just want to cut it out, as in die cut out of a vellum, for example, or add my own, I've got my own.
Yeah, you can
and
absolutely.
I love drawing and colouring,
yeah,
I can do that.
You can absolutely cut them out. Cut them out in watercolour card and colour them in yourselves. There's absolutely nothing stopping you doing that. You get all of the cut lines, all of that detail in the die, but you've also got the artwork there. But I love it, especially, like, I'm such a last minute person. Somebody will ask me for a card, or I'll realise I need a card and I needed it yesterday.
Yep.
So it's just so lovely to be able to just print something out. This still looks as if I've spent hours making it. It looks absolutely stunning when all I've had to do is just print something out. do a couple of die cuts, and I've made a absolutely stunning card.
The orange looks good, doesn't it?
It just pops.
What do you think at home?
Absolutely pops.
By the way, Wendy says, good morning, bonjour.
Morning.
Fabulous as always, just love Carnation Crafts. Thank you, Wendy. Fiona, great to see Laura doing demos again.
Oh,
I know
thank
she stopped for a while, didn't she? Laura. But she's off again. She's off again.
Right, let's pop the other aperture now on top of there. So I've just popped some foam tape.
Now, why is it foam tape rather than...
I just already put it on there, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason. I just already done that. I was trying to be organised.
You are organised. You were very organised. You were first here.
I was. No, you were here before me.
Yes, I was.
I think you literally just pulled in as I was coming in, didn't you? So kind of the same time.
Get in, right?
Yeah, and then he came over to the car as I was trying to get everything out the car in the rain and just said, don't worry, you can't get in the building.
Don't worry. Don't worry, plug in.
I was like, oh, great.
But then turned out my fob worked, so...
It did.
You know, crisis averted.
Yeah, only because Andy turned up and you were like, you can go in, so if the alarm goes off, it's on you.
Yeah, I wasn't on my own. No way. No way. Strength in numbers.
All right, we're going to pop some glue on here. And only because I put foam tape on there, like I said, trying to be organised and realised I needed glue instead because I've got all of those different layers there. So if I put foam on there now, it's just going to squash everything down. So that's why I've gone in with the glue. You
can see there the website on the screen, carnationcrafts.co.uk. That's where you go to see the full range, to see all the products, to see the P&P, the pricing, etc., etc. But you have got craft store pricing.
Yes.
Which is tremendous. So to make this card, this exact card, maybe you want to copy it exactly, you can go on carnationcrafts.co.uk. You can see lots of inspiration there on their Facebook page, on their YouTube channel particularly. This is using petals and threads. I know, it's not embossed. Andy directors stopped there thinking, like, it's embossed. You put an extra layer or two on there, didn't you?
Yeah, so you've got decoupage on there, look. It's just because of there's so much, and Andy is saying that they're embossed, and I'm lying, but it's just because there's so much detail in the actual dies, so you still get all of that cut line in the die. That's why it looks like, if I just pull that one in so you can see, that's why it just looks so embossed, because you've got all of that detail in there.
And you've got another £25 off purely by shopping in this 24-hour period. If you want any individuals, I know Carnation have been commenting along, saying if it is there, you know, commenting with links and bits and bobs.
Yep.
At carnationcrafts.co.uk. Right. Should we go this way?
Let's go that way.
Do you need a window to get ready? Or
no, let's go.
Andy, we're going all the way back this way.
He's got no clue.
Where we're going, which is right here in front of us here. Which is, are we going to go to everyone's best friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, let me grab.
It's these two. These are two big die collections, aren't they? Which is everyone's best friend, set 1 and set 2. If you're a dog lover, then you're in luck, right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna grab this one first of all.
Got it. Look at those.
How amazing is? I mean, I think there's like every breed.
Look at, and even they're also. What did you say? Like the reverse colouring was called, with its images.
The mirrored vignettes. There is. Hang on. There you go. Look, so many, and they've just got. There's so much character in them. Look at the little faces. They look at these
guys.
They are absolutely adorable. I mean,
I love bringing them together, or as I say, individually, if that works better for you.
Yeah, I think it depends on obviously who you're gifting it to. If if your friend's got a pug or they've got a Frenchie, you're going to pull those ones out, aren't you? And you're going to use those. But even just for dog lovers in general, I mean, these are just so fun. They are absolutely adorable. I mean, look at them. I love the way these have been designed because for me, they still look realistic, but they're cute, but they're not too cute. They're not that cartoon.
Just to go back to that first one.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, any dog lover would adore.
I'll just say, my Janine, I met you back in the day, haven't I? You can just see there the
mirrored vignettes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting reflection, but that's not it. Mirrored vignettes, aren't they? And then some little flowers coming into play as well for making and selling, for charities.
Amazing. Yeah, if you do make and sell for like dog charities or any animal charity, this would be absolutely perfect to add into that collection. But I just think they are so detailed.
Yeah.
Just popping one of these dogs on your card and a sentiment, and you've got a stunning card there for whoever you're gifting it to. Like, oh, look at him.
Just bring him back.
He's
Bring him
just
back.
so
Why not? Just bring these two back.
cute.
Oh, I know. I'm bringing it in, Andy. Bosh.
Look at him.
Now, you can see all those different breeds covered. Another 10% off here for you, by the way. It's called Everyone's Best Friend, set 1 and set 2, £71.99. We'll go back up to £80 in 24 hours' time, so this time tomorrow morning. So right now, if you haven't got this, you go for this right now. Everybody's best friend. How fabulous is that? Down or across?
He's saying down.
Where do you want to go? I can't remember what was on the bit of paper. Which way are we meant to go?
I think.
Pleasant pasture.
Yes.
Now, we've got a lot to show you on here. Basically, everything here is one big super collection, right? Not including this.
Yes. Yes.
That is right.
So-
I'm gonna put that down like that.
No.
Oh, it didn't take long.
That.
That could have been worse. No. No. Here we go. Pleasant pastures. There we go. 130 odd pounds down to 121.99. But again, I love that the building elements here, right?
Yeah, this is your scene building to perfection. Obviously, you have got, look at him. I want a pet Highland cow.
You want
By
a
the
pet
way,
Highland
I want
cow?
a pet Highland cow.
I can see why.
They are absolutely adorable. So you've got your farmyard friends that you can see there. So you've got those to build
Look at
into
that
these
Highland
scenes.
Hello.
Look at him.
Little glance over.
I think it opens.
Is it? Oh, perfect.
Look. Oh, they are so cute.
These guys all together.
Yeah, so you've got all of your animals there that you can build into. You've got your light weather.
Which is this
So
one?
you've got this one here, which again, is so perfect for your scene building. You've got that almost like a ladder. You've got the fence in there. You've got foliage in there to build up the scene as well, and the rock with the fence. So perfect for like, you know, the fences to put the animals
What's in the background just there, as you can spy. Right there, by the way, all things stable door is coming up in just a second, so stay tuned for that.
Yep, and then we come down here. So these florals are amazing, and they die cut like this. Now, obviously, you could use them like that, but what I do is snip these, so you've got individual florals that you can use, or you can actually wrap that so it makes like one bouquet.
Okay.
So you can do multiple things with this, but I love it will die cut like that fully in one. But don't be afraid to
just
go
the
in and
top there.
cut that. Yeah, cut into them and use them completely singly as well.
Now, I was originally holding this card because you can see there, the inside of this one is like, there's just behind us here. You can
Yes,
spy.
the card shape.
There's a real big die there, but you haven't got to do real big cards if you don't wish to.
No, so you can use the centre bit to make smaller
Unless you
cards like
do
that,
want to.
or you can use the outside mass and layers to make the frames like that as well, which is absolutely
Wow.
amazing. I'm just going to turn it around so you can see,
Go on.
because it's bigger than the packaging shows. So that is the frame set that you're going to get with there. But you can see you've got the mass and layers in the back, so that's your card base. And then you've got the frames there then to actually decorate your card with as well.
This is Pleasant Pasture, by the way, worth £135 down to 121 if you wish. And then more of the builders. Although I know we're not doing everything justice, I appreciate that, but there's an awful lot to show you. But you can see the smaller dies going along the bottom there, which build the scenes, adding
Yeah, and
characters.
I've got the boards for this one, so I can show you more on the boards anyway.
Now, but there are papers that match this,
Yes.
which are here. So you're getting the idea. The colourway is going along. So I guess sometimes there's like a pattern may well match the die that's in there or something like that. It's quite
Yeah,
subtle
so
in the background.
you'll get two of the solids, one of each pattern, but you get two of each set. So you'll end up with two of each. And you can see you've got 6 different colorways in there. It's 300 GSM, so even though it's called perfect papers, it is card weight. So you can use these for your card basis. They die cut perfectly. You know, you've got 48 sheets. It's a stunning color palette on its own. I always say with the perfect papers, they're just brilliant paper packs to get for your
Yeah,
crafting
you haven't got to-
anyway, but they do coordinate with this collection perfectly. Like I said earlier, the colours get pulled out from the vignettes, so you've got that perfect colour coordination in there.
Now, something else that coordinates with that isn't
Yes.
available yet, but will be, is the stable door card shapes. This will be available from the 12th of March, right?
Yes, this sold out, it wasn't even that long ago we had this on, and it sold out, so it is on extended. Again, you've got the matte layers there in the back, then you've got that really intricate framework
Yeah.
around the edges, and then you've got that stable door in the centre. Now, you can cut into this door, so you can have it open. You could cut into the top of it to make it like a stable door.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Or you could have it just in the background. And we're just
Like
trying to grab another one.
Oh, nice one. Here it comes. There you go.
So you got that one there with it popped out. Or you could use it like that and just have it there as the background with the door. There's so many different ways to use it. Obviously, you could even cut the door out and have it like an arch. And then you've got that stunning framework around an arch. And then you can pop your scenes and things like that in the centre. So there's so many different ways of using that. It's a large die as well, like I've showed you. The sample, the design team have used them as card bases as well. So
you stand by for the stable door, 12th of March, but you'll get that discount down to $25.19 rather than $27.99, working alongside this, the Pleasant Pastures collection, or not, on its own, whatever you'd rather do. Now, Laura.
Yes.
Over there? Or more
over there.
Here? Over there.
Over there.
And what's the next demo?
Pleasant Pastures.
Pleasant Pastures?
Yeah.
And is that the VT we've got lined up, Andy? Oh, go on, throw that in and we'll walk this way. Feeding back on that last demonstration you did there, Laura. Ian said, Laura, that's a beautiful card. The last one you did.
Thank you.
Using the petals and threads. Lots of people saying hello, Paula. Zena's on it this morning. Leslie says, good morning, all. Glad to see you all. And, Eileen, I hope maybe it's Eileen. Any reason you're using black tape on that last demo rather than white tape?
Because I had black foam tape.
That's it. Because that's what we had.
It was there.
But good question, Eagle Eyes. Well done, everybody. Don't forget, you are shopping on carnationcrafts.co.uk, where you see everything there. That's awesome. You're shopping with the supplier direct, aren't you? But you watch it here on the Craft Store Facebook, on the Craft Store TV YouTube channel. Okay.
Right.
Pastures.
Oh, yes. Let's do boards first. Let's do boards.
Go.
Let's show you everything that you're going to get in here. Now, this to me is kind of like your staple. You've got the ladder, which I love that when you flip that with the mirrored vignettes, is obviously the mirrored vignettes. I've showed you how they work.
Yeah.
This one, when I brought this on, it was kind of like a magic trick because like the ladder still looks like it's going the other way. When you flipped it, my brain couldn't cope with it. How it was like, okay. I don't get it. But anyway,
I don't get it.
You've got your fence. You've got that lovely brickwork there, and you've got your foliage there that you can build up. And then we've got that card shape, so that frame. Look at that. You can use the back mat and layers there for your card base. You've got that larger frame, but then like we showed you in some of the samples where the design team have used that smaller frame for their cards. So you can make large cards or smaller cards with that. It's very, very detailed.
Isn't it?
And again, different occasions. There's nothing saying that you couldn't use that for Valentine's cards, for Christmas cards.
Good point.
You can take that away from the Pleasant Pastures as well. Cut that out and go mirror card, and it's going to be like wedding cards, engagement cards. So there's so many different ways.
Gilding wax or something going on there.
Yeah,
it look real like
heat
raw iron,
embossing.
isn't it? Okay.
And then we've got the floral.
You're right, Laura.
Floral, yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
Florals. Now, like I said, you can chop into these, use them singly. You've got your foliage there as well that you can add in. So you could have these building up, but you could pop them on the ladders and things like that as well. So you can really go in and build these.
Sprays. I want to thread it back through that last die.
Yes, thread it through the ladder as well. You could have it climbing up. So lots of different ways that you could use that. Then we've got our fence post. Look, you've got the axe and the trunk.
Log.
Trunk? That's a log, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
That's a trunk.
If you sit on a log like that, do you say you're sitting around a fire? Are you sitting on a trunk? Are you sitting on a log? Yeah, okay, it's a log.
Everybody's saying I'm right.
They are.
So I'm
It's
staying
fine.
with me.
Yeah, fine. Bang, bang.
Right, and then we've got Take It Easy. Now, this is absolutely adorable. Again, you could chop this up if you wanted to, so you could cut that down if you wanted it to be by the fences, if you wanted to put florals in there. Again, you could do it the other way as well. You could cut the hen out and you could put florals in there as well. Look.
As you spy. Take it easy. Nice.
Easter cards coming up.
Easter cards, perfect. Yep.
We do it for that as well. And then we've got, so you've got your chicken coop. Now this, the design team have used these in so many different ways. Some of them have used it like vases, but it is the steps to go into the chicken coop.
Like,
a beehive.
A beehive, yeah.
Yeah, and I did, but it's not. So you've got the stand there that will go on. You've got the steps for it to go into. And you've got your basket there as well. So you've got all of these elements, again, for your scene building, which is the fun bit, which is what makes everything work together, is building into those scenes. And then look. I just want to get a brush and brush his fringe.
Yeah. They look young, don't they, as well?
Oh, they've got so much character, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the eyes. When you see the artwork, look at it. Oh.
Proper long. Sort of thing like, I feel like you could cut that head off and have it like a wobbly head.
Look how detailed that is. How zoomed in. That is so detailed. You can see all of those cut lines in the die. The dies, honestly, the dies do all of the work for you. And what I adore is Carnation will put the cut lines going this way, but can you see how they turn? So Carnation work out how you're going to mould things.
You know what?
So that when you put your ball tools in and you mould these to give them the shape, the die will work with you. So you never get that crease where the paper doesn't want to move. You're always going to get that perfect.
This was the exact thing we were talking about at the very start of this show. From day one, Nick and the design team have hand-drawn all of these.
Yes.
Like in-house, designing them for you. So fully in control of the concept of every little cut line, the colouring, the size.
Yeah, and it's all designed for card making. It's not artwork that's been bought in that is being changed or manipulated to try and, make it work for us crafters. Everything is designed for us crafters, which is absolutely amazing. Then we've got the stable door. So I'll just show you this quickly. This is what this is going to look like. And you also get 2 different vignettes for this as well. So you can see you've got your 2 different colorways. You do have mats as well. So you can see how they've been decoupaged up for the door. But like we showed you with some of the samples, don't be afraid to snip into these as well. So if you want the top bit open, if you want the whole door open, absolutely go in and do that.
Well, as you said, just to show you one, there with the horse on the inside. I took them on the floor.
Oh, okay.
I've placed them very carefully on the floor, but they are on the floor. Nevertheless, that is a separate die. It's not in the big collection, but that'll be renewed stock from the 12th of March. But carnationcrafts.co.uk is where you go to order them all.
Yes.
Shall we demo?
Right, let's demo. So I'm going to start off. I'm using that stable door for my carpets.
I'm back.
Right, I've cut out the larger mat that you get with that door and just scored across the top. So that's obviously done that twice. I'm going to glue that there. So I've got my card. Okay, so I've got making my card's shape with the die, which you can do really easily because they are really nice size.
Even the glue that you've got here, that's from carnationcrafts.co.uk, right? I saw the guys.
Yeah, everyday glue. Yeah, your everyday glue, which if you were really organised, you could have the right day.
Are you really organised? Is that Monday?
Did you have to ask? What do you think? It's Friday.
It's Friday, of course. Every day's Friday.
Every day is a Friday, but you get one for every day of the week, so everyone will have the date on it. Right, so we're going to pop that on there. Then I've got the perfect papers that obviously coordinate perfectly with this. So the next layer in your die set, I've cut out in the perfect papers, and I'm only using black foam tape because that's what we had.
That's what we have. Now, I'll let you know, of course, today is launch day on here on the craft store. Dawn Bibby is in the studio, right, Dawn? Woo! 1 p.m. All things wreath making and card making with Dawn, which is terribly exciting. That's at 1 o'clock. Dawn's back tomorrow as well for all things Katie Sue. Craft at carnationcrafts.co.uk is this hour, but you are back start of March. which is March the 6th. It's a Thursday. Mark it in your calendar because there's something very exciting and new on the way for you on March the 6th from Carnation Crafts. But you did mention you guys are live all the time anyway on your own streams, right?
Yeah, we'll be live on Carnation Crafts TV tomorrow. So if you follow Carnation on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, it'll be live on there as well. So you can head over there tomorrow and you'll see me on there tomorrow.
Marvellous. What time's that, do you know?
10, 12 and 2.
Okay.
So yeah, lots of shows tomorrow. There you go.
That's why, or loads more inspiration coming your way, basically.
Yes, right. So we've got that stable door. Now, I've cut in, and when I say I've cut in, it's nowhere near like fussy cut in. You just have little like pit bits that hold those parts in, so you're just following that cut line. So I've cut those off, so I've opened just the top bit, and we're going to pop the horse behind there like that. And I've just cut his feet away, so you can't see them coming through that detail. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of here.
And horses are notoriously hard to draw, aren't they?
I've been told this. I can't say I've tried.
Have you not?
I know, I can't say I've tried.
One of the most tricky ones.
So.
Also, I think there's a whole website somewhere of people trying to draw animals from face on.
Okay.
And some are really difficult.
Well, like
the dogs look fabulous over here, so I think Carnation have nailed it. But things like fish from face on. And horses are also tricky, apparently.
Okay.
Next time you see Nick, get him to draw a fish from face on.
I'll ask him tomorrow.
Yeah,
Special request for you.
Absolutely not.
I'll bring it in for the next show.
I've got other things to do. I'm
sure he's probably watching, Dan. You can ask him yourself.
All right, Nick. 1, are you wearing a quarter-length zip top? And 2, ever drawn a fish face on? No? Oh, he's turned over.
Right, that is going to go on there like that. So you just pop a little bit of glue on, and you can see now I've got the start of my card ready. Now I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of this door.
Martha's message saying, oh, how I've missed craft. Thank you, Martha.
Oh.
Now then, Wendy, when I'm watching at the YouTube, there is a Create and Craft logo at the bottom of the screen. We know, Wendy, we're trying to take it off. It isn't Create and Craft, obviously. A lot of people know that, but it was originally. It's like a watermark from YouTube.
But it's teething problems, you know.
It's really hard. It's really hard to get through.
It's teething problems.
Think how big YouTube and Facebook are. Changing names of anything and.
I didn't know you could change the name, so.
Well, you can't without a million authorization codes, and imagine that sort of stuff.
Oh, so.
And everyone who's ever once glanced at it had to be consulted. So it took a long time.
Okay.
But yes, Wendy, we are fully aware. Obviously, this is not Create and Craft. The page originally was owned by them at one point. It's not anymore.
It'll get there.
Oh, I know.
It's the first
Maybe
day. It's the second show.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Right, I'm just going to pop some glue on the back of this
This would be great
ladder.
if someone's into like DIY and painting and decorating, like this sort of ladder.
Yeah, and what
Really
I
fun.
always find is you'll always find another way of using them as well. So you'll always think of other collections that you'll bring in and other ways that you'll actually use these, which is amazing. Now we're going to pop our hay down the bottom.
Oh, yep.
So that's going to go there like that. And then we're going to grab hay. Look.
Oh, Carol says, maybe you can organise some day workshops with the craft store guest companies. Carol.
Oh, that's a
Absolutely.
good idea.
Love that. I'll get Bibby on the case. Bib's like, thanks, I'm not busy enough, but thanks.
So we're going to pop them there, look. Then what we're going to do next is we're going to bring in, so I'm going to decorate this side now.
Ostrich or emu, what are you saying?
An ostrich or what?
Emu.
An ostrich.
Yeah?
That's not an emu.
Do emus not look anything like that? You're saying that as if they look nothing like that. Do they not look like that? I don't know. But that's very much an ostrich, right?
I'm going with that's an ostrich.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what it is. Oh, emus maybe have a more of a darker skin tone, maybe, apparently. Back to the flowers.
Right, flowers. You can see they will cut out in one. So that's one die, that's how that will cut out. Now, one of the things, if you cut these out, like I said, with the mirrored vignettes, one of the things that I was doing in another show was I was just folding these back onto themselves.
Oh, how pretty.
You have got a stunning display there that you can just pop on a card. So you can do things like that, or you could go in and, like we've seen on some of the samples, just go in and just snip them away. And then you've got individual flowers that you can use, but it's so much easier to cut them out
you've got those little vases
like
we
this.
saw before, maybe using the petals and the threads, etc., etc. Everybody, you've got these prices only for this 24-hour period, so 11 till 11 basically. So after this show, we're not back live here until 1 o'clock with Dawn. By all means, carnationcrafts.co.uk and have a look there because they're all extra savings for the 10% off purely for the craft store side of things. So it's well worth having a good peruse of that website.
Yes, it is. Right, I'm just going to stick these down super quick because we've got more to show you. And
we
are
still got more
running out of
collections
time.
inspired, so we'll be back over to the steppers after this.
Right, and then let's just pop our sentiment on the top here. So we're going to pop our mat on there like that. And then I've just cut the next one down, stamp my sentiment on there. And we're just going to stick this down so we can show you what else. I would have gone in and faffed with some more flowers, but we're running out of time, so let's just show you that.
4 minutes left.
I know, quick.
And there's so much depth, like the emu's proper proud.
But every time you add in elements, it just adds so much to it. I mean, you've got that stunning, to begin with, even just with that stable door, just looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Straight away, I could have added the horse in there and then just popped the sentiment on, and it would still have looked absolutely stunning. And I always find the more you add in with Carnation, just the more depth, the more dimension you get, and it just elevates your project straight away.
So there we go. That is from the Pleasant Pastures, isn't it? That's
Yes,
where initially
yes.
it's from. You can see there the stable door is the overarching card blank, which is a separate purchase, but nevertheless, you can find everything carnationcrafts.co.uk. Well done, Laura.
Are we running?
Yeah, we're running.
We're running.
We've got to run. We can just pretend like we're not in a rush,
Okay.
but we really are. Should we go here?
Yes.
Because, right, we're probably not going to get another demonstration in, but we've got more to show you that's
Yes.
out, right? The clean and simple side of things is a unique element to you guys, and it's like craft in a box, right?
Yeah, it's literally like a business in a box. You've got absolutely everything. If you are completely new to die cutting, or you know somebody that's completely new to die cutting, this is absolutely amazing. You get your cardstock in there in 2 different colours. You get your die set in there. You get your sentiment stamps. You get your decorative, your background stamp that you can use. You get your foam pads in 2 different sizes, and you get your foam tape in there as well. So you get everything you need. I'm just going to grab the board because I know we're not going to be able to show.
Grab away.
Demo this, so we can show you. That's the other one. We need this.
Oh, so these are the cards you can create from there?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So then, again, you've got the
Look at
free
these
vignettes for this as well that you can download. So you can download the vignettes for this, but you've got everything that you need in there. And you can make absolutely stunning cards.
These are really sweet, aren't they?
Yes, and you can use the card as the card base. So like these I've done here, so you can see how you bring in, and you can see that, let me grab this one.
Go on then. Oopsie. Well done, Laura.
You've got a embossed
Oh,
effect. Can you see that? So you've got that lovely embossed effect. Now you can use the panel with that embossed effect in there, or you can leave it plain.
Now this is the Fond Florals. There's more in the Clean and Simple collections. If you're thinking, I wonder what else is there in the Clean and Simple, you can find them all.
Yes.
You can get some more cardstock to go alongside this.
Yes, so the cardstock that you get in the pack, you can get extras here as well. Which colour is this one?
This one?
Yeah.
I'm going to find out.
Oh.
What are you saying?
Fond Florals.
Fond Florals.
Colour, I'd say.
Fond Florals colour?
Yes.
All right.
So you can get your
I'd say.
extra of that, but again, it's a great, great cardstock. If you know, we bring Clean and Simple to you every month. So you'll either have Clean and Simple or Clean and Simple Plus that we will launch every month.
Just below there on the same counter, I know we've got even more to show you, but let's go down to the bottom of this counter if we can, Stepper. Andy, bright and clear as you can spy. You can see here the most beautiful, classy, floral, almost like fragrant cards that you can be creating, which absolutely doesn't break the bank. I know you've got a sample in your hands here, Laura.
Yep.
This is the sort of thing that this showcase is all about from Carnation Crafts. How you can make big, elaborate cards, of course, very lacy cards if you want to. Or this could be your very first card you've ever created.
Yeah, which is absolutely amazing, isn't it? So you can see, bring it in, your vignettes.
Whoa.
You can make stunning cards like this. Again, you've got the artwork there to download as well.
Upside down.
It's...
We're done so well. Laura, thank you so much.
Thank
Everyone
you.
at Carnation, thank you so much for being here on launch day. Shop after the hour, carnationcrafts.co.uk, and you'll be on Carnation's.
I'll be on Carnation
Tomorrow.
Crafts TV tomorrow, yes.
Yes, perfect. I will see you on the 6th
On the 6th, we'll be
of
back.
March.
Yeah.
Very exciting here. But right now, you've got an hour off. Do what you will. Come back here, 1 o'clock, myself and Dawn Bibby, all things wreath making. There's another live show after that as well. But from me and Laura, cheerio.